Oh, this is Sean from Lucky Bamboo Tattoo, and I am sitting here with Jared of Lucky Bamboo Tattoo. How are you doing this morning?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. Had a good dinner. How about you?
Trying to remember what I even had for dinner. Yeah, I did.
Cool.
Did
So, this morning I think could be a good topic to talk about the FDA regulations, what's coming up, and how the industry has been. What are your insights on that?
So there's they're passing. It's called MOCRA. It's a Modernization of Cosmetic Regulations Act, and FDA has never been involved in tattooing ever in the United States. Well, FDA is a United States organization, but it's we've never had proper regulation in the United States. Europe has had it for years, right? Where they have to follow proper testing, and has to be under 1 part per million on toxic metals, and so literally in that aspect or in that comparison, you're getting more metals by eating fish than what you get from tattoo ink that has met European standards. So anyway, that's really important for. I believe it's really important for inks to be tested, and that's why we use inks here in the studio that have met European standards. I think it should happen a long time ago. I think the FDA should have been regulating stuff a long time ago. And I know the FDA has its issues in corruption and things in the past where they've been bought out, and but it's better than nothing. You know what I mean? Well, right now we have nothing, and we haven't had anything. People can put whatever they want in inks. There's nothing holding anybody back. There's a lot of toxic inks. There's acrylic based inks. There's the glow in the dark shit, which is toxic. The black light, UV activated.
It's kind of concerning.
Yeah. I guarantee there's a lot of cancer causing inks that are being used. So a lot of the tattoo industry is freaking out, and they're going to start regulating everything, pretty much. Anything. Well, they're able to regulate anything we use, from needles to ink. But I see ink being the main focus because that's what's being injected right into the skin.
Right.
So, but a lot of tattoo artists are freaking out. Even some talking about over regulation. And number one, I don't know anywhere in the United States that's ever been over regulated for tattooing. If anything, we're under regulated. Most places, like I said, I don't know anywhere that's even just up to a standard of regulation that we should be at. So anyway, you know how people are. The government starts getting involved and they lose their shit. But I've said for years too that if we didn't do this as an industry, if we didn't implement these, that the government would, and here we are.
So you're saying it's definitely a good thing that it's happening.
I think it's good because it gives us some direction. It gives us a start because we're being forced, right? Because the industry wouldn't fucking do it because the industry as a whole has like pushed off regulation. Like, no, we don't want it. We don't want it. For some reason, they're afraid, and it's like they want the government to stay out of our business. Well, the government's already in our business, so why not just have them do things to the standard that we should
Right.
have them?
Yeah, the health department's already checks them
Yes.
out, and
Yeah.
it's already there. I don't see personally any problem with more safety. It's one of our two goals is to have a happy customer and a healthy customer. So that's probably better for the industry.
That's a lot of the argument I've been in. I was in a debate about this with a tattoo artist, and I said, number one, if you care about the health and safety of clients, you wouldn't see this as a bad thing. So I guess I just don't understand. I can't wrap my mind around where the fear is or where the pushback comes from. I don't get it. I've tried to talk to artists about it, and I don't understand it, because we need it.
If I was to guess, they want to use cheap product so they don't have to pay as much.
I guess that could be it. That's strange, but the other thing too, I wonder, is there's a lot of tattoo artists who don't pay their taxes, and I think they associate government being involved with being on the radar of the federal government, and
Yeah.
even though the IRS is a totally separate entity, I don't know. I don't know what it is, but it's been frustrating because for years I've lobbied, I've addressed the House here, and I've tried to make changes for about 15 years, and have gotten nowhere. So I'm glad that it's happening because it will give us a jump start. We're still able to have input, right? The FDA is letting us have input as an industry and help guide things. We should have done it on our own, like every other trade has done, right?
Yeah, I agree.
Like plumbing, electricians, right? All of them were involved in the formation of their licensing and regulation. And it's not like the government said, okay, here's what we're doing and fucking good luck, you know?
Right.
So,
I mean, I definitely see this as a positive. I mean, Lucky Bamboo already has been abiding by these rules for what, 16 years?
yeah, we've always functioned at a higher standard than what we're required, right? Even what the health department right now requires us of, we are over and beyond, because it's my personal belief and standard that we hold here.
Well, that's good. I mean, I know, looking at the history, your goal was to create a different type of studio. So, I mean, it appears you've done so. All these private rooms, regulated inks, quality ingredients, I mean, quality equipment. So, I mean, definitely a positive to see others being held to the same standards.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, thanks for that. I appreciate your feedback. Do you have anything else to add to that?
Yeah, you're welcome. No, I don't think so. I just think I think it's a good thing it's happening, and it's going to be interesting to see, where it all goes and where it ends up. But I do think it's a good start, and so because it is going to affect not just tattooing, it's cosmetics in general. So the permanent cosmetic people, it's going to affect everything cosmetic as far as tattooing goes.
It just means healthier America.
Yeah. Yes.
Well, thank you. Thanks for joining me. And we'll see you on the next topic.
Yeah, thank you.